I'm with Phil Manners, who's a director of the Centre for International Economics, and the CIE and Analysis Mason have recently collaborated on a report for the ACMA, released today, on the economic impacts of mobile broadband on the Australian economy. Phil, what's the key message from this? What have you found about the importance of mobile broadband?
So thanks for having me in here, Malcolm. I think the key message from mobile broadband is its impacts have been felt across all parts of the economy. It's been a big driver of business productivity since it really started taking off in 2006, and it's probably been one of the most important economic influences for the Australian economy since then.
How big has it been? How big? How can you quantify the impact?
I mean, the figure that probably people understand best is a per capita figure. So if you look at by 2013, we estimate it's worth about $650 per person. So that's a pretty big number. You wouldn't find many things that have done that much for people in Australia.
So that's been a gigantic transformation in terms of lifting GDP, improving productivity.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this period that has had as big an impact?
No, I don't think so. I mean, when we look at why that impact's occurred, it's occurred through two reasons. One is that the actual mobile communications sector has become a lot more productive. So we're getting services cheaper, they're producing a lot more data, voice than they were before for the same cost. And then the second impact is businesses are using this technology to be more productive in what they do. So businesses are saving time for their employees in what they do. They're also improving the quality of what they do, which was quite an interesting outcome of the survey. And they're reducing their costs. This means that they're doing more for the same cost. That's a productivity gain for Australia.
Are you seeing businesses doing more, hot desking in the sense of having their employees working from home or out on the road or in clients' offices rather than being tethered to a desk in the traditional, big office?
Yeah, we probably didn't get quite to that level of detail, but you can see the reasons businesses think that mobile broadband's been so good for them is that employees are able to use time much more productively than they could before. So for instance, if you were out and about, like as a politician you would constantly be, you would be able to use that time much more productively than you used to. And also you can do faster document review and processing and make decisions more quickly.
Yeah, well, I think that's absolutely right. The geography, locality is no longer relevant because everything you've got access to in the office, you've now got access to on your mobile device. Tell me, how does the productivity impact of mobile broadband compare to fixed line broadband?
So it depends on what increment you're looking at. So if you looked at no fixed line broadband at all versus some level of fixed line broadband, you'd probably find a pretty big productivity impact.
Yeah.
If you're looking at fixed line broadband versus a higher quality fixed line broadband, the impact's probably not going to be as big. So it depends on which increment you're looking at for fixed line broadband. A lot of the studies that have been done show quite significant effects for fixed line broadband, but then you can see now people are starting to shift to mobile devices a lot more than they were in the past.
Okay. Well, it's a very interesting report and I'm sure it'll be very well read today.
Well, let's hope so.
Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Malcolm.